Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, July 7th, and I cannot believe that it has been so long since I have picked up my camera to record anything. Obviously you can see I am still fat. I still have a lot of weight to lose. I've been maintaining a 15-pound weight loss. I am currently 229 pounds. I've been keeping up with my steps for the most part. I try not to get anything under 10,000 steps a day. There have been a couple days here and there where it doesn't happen. But for the most part, I've been pretty consistent about doing between 10,000 to 15,000 steps a day and burning at least 3,000 calories a day according to my Fitbit. And I have not really been keeping track of how many calories that I've been taking in though. Obviously it's been enough to not gain weight, so that's been great, but obviously the goal is to lose weight. I really want to lose weight. I really want to be, like, my whole goal, not my whole goal, but I had a goal to be under 200 pounds or at least 200 pounds by this point. And obviously I'm still pretty much 30 pounds away from reaching that goal, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, I know that I haven't put in the work in order to achieve that goal, so it makes sense. But I am ready to get back on the wagon. I feel good about the fact that I have been able to maintain and not fall into like bad habits. I think the things that have been holding me back from losing weight have been like purely centered around food and what I've been eating. I have not been like necessarily overeating, but I haven't been in enough of a calorie deficit in order to lose weight. And I've been eating a lot more like high carb kind of things and just snacking when I don't necessarily need to, when I'm not really hungry. Evening snacking is always my worst enemy, but I have not been binging, and that is like a huge thing. And when I say I've not been binging, it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen ever. Like, I have times where I'm like, okay, I definitely ate too much and I shouldn't have eaten that, but it's not this out of control food noise that I just like, I have to eat, I have to keep eating, I have to keep eating, and I just like can't be satisfied. So that's good. I'm really glad to be breaking out of that. And I am just excited to get back on this wagon and start eating healthier. I still eat like pretty healthy, I think, like, but I could definitely afford to eat more vegetables, like high fiber foods, all that kind of stuff. So, and drinking more water. I definitely drink a lot of flavored water, and I am trying to get back on to just drinking normal water. But sometimes I just can't stomach the taste of normal water, and then other times it is literally the best thing that I've ever put in my mouth. So it's just, I don't know, it depends on the time. But if you are still following me, thank you so much, and hopefully I can be putting out videos more consistently now. It's really, I don't want to say it's like a difficult thing to do. It's not necessarily a difficult thing to do, but it is like, it gets nerve-wracking to do. Just because like filming around people, like if there's other people home, right now there's no one home, that's why I picked up the camera. But I just dropped my daughter off at day camp. So she's there for a couple hours today, and she's gonna have so much fun. It's like a little gymnastics camp. She loves gymnastics, so she was really excited to go. And then we have to take her to gymnastics class later on this evening. So it's gonna be a very busy day today. And then she starts piano lessons this week as well. And yeah, so she's at camp every day this week. And I figured probably the best time to start getting back on track with, one, my diet, and two, filming videos, because they kind of go hand in hand. I really like to document the process and see my progress on camera, and just, yeah, be able to share it with anybody else who might be going through the same thing, and be able to receive advice from anyone who wants to give it. And I don't feel like I'm in a position to necessarily be able to give advice, but at least I can share my experience and my journey with those who want to watch. If you do, awesome. But yeah, so I'm really excited to get back into things. I've not eaten anything today. The only thing I've had calorie wise is my coffee. I am starting to get hungry. It's like 9:18 in the morning right now. And yeah, I think I might try and hold off on eating until a little bit later, but I also don't want to eat too late. I'm trying to find like that good eating window. I do want to kind of fall back into a little bit of an intermittent fasting thing, so that I'm not eating just like the entire day. But for me, like, evening eating is the worst. Like, when I say the worst, I just mean like I fall into being snacky and more hungry, like habitual eating in the evening time to nighttime, because that's when we sit down, we watch our shows or something after my daughter's gone to bed. So I need to just have my water, my flavored water next to me at night, and hopefully that will kind of help just like the habitual kind of hand to mouth thing. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm thinking maybe it would be a good idea to have something for breakfast. The only problem is like I don't really actually do have protein. I have sausages downstairs. I just don't know if I want to take them out. I might just have eggs. Maybe I'll just have some scrambled eggs with tomato. I think that sounds pretty good right now. But yeah, anyways, this is just a quick update to let you guys know that I am back at it. I am back on the wagon to try and lose weight, and I'm really excited. I'm nervous a little bit too, because anytime, you know, it's like start off on a high note, get excited, and then you're gonna find your lows, you're gonna lose motivation, and it's about the discipline of forcing yourself to keep doing it. Sorry, I keep getting a little too close to the camera. Obviously, I'm not a professional at this, but I'm just really excited to get back on. So weighed myself this morning. I said 229.7, so very close to 230. The lowest weight that I had gotten to was 222.3 or something like that, but 222 point something, and obviously I did not stay at that weight. I gained like what, 6 pounds back? I can't do math. 7 pounds. Judge me, it's fine. Math and me are not friends. I don't know if anybody else goes on Threads. It's probably the worst platform that has ever existed. And I know people say that about many platforms when they're kind of like new or in their infancy stage. I think Threads is like what, a year or two old now. I've only been on it for a few months, but wow, that place is toxic. I don't really post very often. I reply to things and I fall into traps sometimes because I think there's a lot of like rage bait posts. I can't remember where I was going with this. But yeah, on Threads, I just see like a lot of posts about people judging like others. Maybe they're working like a cashier position, whatever it may be, just not being able to do like quick mental math or something, or being able to give proper change. Now, that's not something that I've typically struggled with, because I mean, you usually have a cash register in front of you that has kind of like a built-in calculator, at least in my experience. There's just a lot of toxicity on that platform, and I see a lot of like rage bait posts, a lot of things to do with like people flying with their kids or babies on airplanes, and just so many things of people trying to trap you in getting upset for engagement. And I feel like that is the worst platform that I've personally experienced. I'm not part of TikTok, so I don't really know exactly how things kind of like go on in that world, but yeah. I tried deleting my Threads at one point, and then it was like a temporary deletion or like a break, and I don't know, I feel like I need to get off that platform because it is just so gross. There can be a lot of good on it too, just like I guess any other platform, but I find like it's so easy to find horrible toxic people. Like you'll come across like a really wholesome post, and then there's people who get angry over absolutely nothing, and like the political debates on that thing, the religious hate, it's just like, it's such a horrible place, and it shows, I think, the worst side of people on that platform. And people say things that I don't think that they would ever say in real life to people, to strangers, and they just find like empowerment in acting like a complete a-hole. And I mean, to each their own. It's just, ugh, what a horrible place to be. But anyways, I just wanted to bring that up in case anybody else is part or goes on there and has experienced the same thing and kind of is left like baffled by the kind of people that you come across, because it's just like, oh my goodness. Anyways, I'm going to try and film throughout the day today, like what I'm eating. I don't know. Do people like watching that kind of stuff? Because like I've always kind of enjoyed watching what you eat in a day kind of videos to lose weight, or just kind of everyday blah 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 kind of stuff. But maybe that's just because I'm a boring person. Like I was talking about it with my boyfriend the other day, and I was just like, I realized that I am boring, and I kind of like boring for the most part. Like, trust me, I like to have excitement too, and I like to do fun things and go on adventures, but I'm also okay with just like very simplistic, boring, everyday calmness, because I am a very chaotic, erratic, emotional person on the inside, very anxious all the time. So I think like being able to surround myself with like calm and boring, just just works for me. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.